folks, I'm Melhorn. Welcome to the channel. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. That way you won't miss all the new stuff that we're putting out. This is what I call my mail call segment, where I take products that people have sent in like this, making some noise, and I open them up and look at them and talk about them a little bit. I've got my address in the description section of all my videos, and people will have stuff like this that they want to send me and try it out or see what it's about. So let's crack this sucker open here and see what we got. This is from Donnie Powell, by the way. He's in Indiana. Oh, box on the floor. They were rattling. Look at that. Oh. Catting Around Outdoors. I will put a link to the email address. I assume he is selling these things. If not, I apologize. You may have some people calling you. But these are some of the rattling shad type deals. The Zara Spook type lures that people use for floats, like myself, on Santee style rigs drifting for catfish. And he's got a bunch of different colors here. One of my favorite. This is what my personal best blue cat came on Santee just recently. That color right there, pink, for whatever reason, has always worked well. Whether you use them in these rattling type floats or in just a simple peg float, pink and a green have always been my premier colors. I don't know why. Those just seem to work better. Some places I hear of different colors working better. Here in some places that these yellows work better. The premise behind these, if you're new to this, these are, if you're from the bass fishing world, a topwater plug. These are used for catching bass and other fish. They float on top of the water with a little rod action. You just kind of walk it across the top of the water in a little pattern as it goes. You can hear that. It rattles. Makes a little noise, a little vibration, fish come up and hit it. Now what we do in the catfish world is we put these and use these as a float on a Santee style drift rig. You can also put them on some other type rigs, some kind of little dropper loop rigs with sinkers on the bump in the bottom. But the theory is, one, because it floats, it acts as a float or as a cork like a peg float on a Santee rig and floats the bait up. And many believe that the rattling sound helps fish to either A, find it and attack it, or when they hit the bait and hit it, they feel it start rattling, feel that it's alive, and take off, run away quicker, and thus getting a better hook set, a faster hook set. So that's kind of the deal on these things. These are what I call the normal size. They make some bigger ones, but these are kind of the smaller size on them. Anybody that uses these, make sure that these will float your bait that you are using. And what I mean by that is, if you're using a piece of bait the size of my fist, well, this isn't going to float it up off the bottom. You'll need to go with a bigger one, or, as I've seen some people do, run these things in tandem together so that you get a little extra noise, a little extra action. That was cool right there, almost like a blueback or something there with a little silver across the top. Went through the trouble of painting some gills on here. Looks very nice. Again, I will Catting Around Outdoors, and they're out of Mitchell, Indiana, and I'll give you their email address. You can hit them up and get you some of these. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, and here are a couple of more videos that I think you're going to like.